सो यू हैव लेफ्ट द जॉब, यू स्टार्टेड विद द यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन। इनिशियली 2 अटेम्प्ट्स में आपका प्री भी क्वालिफाई नहीं हुआ। सो गर्विता, फाइनल सिलेक्शन ना होना, देन आफ्टर दैट आफ्टर 5 days प्रीलिम्स अगेन 2023। हाय गाइस, सो आज हमारे साथ एक और टॉपर है आरबीआई ग्रेड बी 2023 एग्जाम की, रैंक 18 मिस गर्विता चौहान।
Thank you so much.
So Garvita, congratulations
Thank you,
and
sir.
welcome
Thank
to
you.
EduTap.
Thanks a
So
lot.
we have something for your success. So this is a achiever badge which you
Oh.
can put.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Also we have some books which will definitely
Sure,
help
sir.
you in your professional journey.
Thanks a lot, sir.
And this one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
सो गर्विता की जर्नी काफ़ी इंस्पायरिंग रही है। मतलब इन्होंने यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू दिया था 2022 में, वो क्लियर नहीं हो पाया, फाइनल सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद फिर इन्होंने फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में आरबीआई ग्रेड भी क्लियर किया और फेज़ 1 से 1 मंथ पहले प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करके। सो मतलब काफ़ी अच्छी जर्नी रही है और काफ़ी इंस्पायरिंग जर्नी भी रही है, जो हम डिस्कस करेंगे अभी पूरे सेशन में। बट इफ़ यू वांट टू शेयर समथिंग सो यू कैन शेयर।
Sure. Like sir already said that I started my preparation after I could not clear the this year prelims 2023 of UPSC, and it was sort of a do or die situation for me. So that's when I started preparing for RBI Grade B. EduTap has been a great support for me. I have personally in touch with Anshit sir as well and Gurkirat sir. Uh, since I didn't have much time, I didn't have that liberty to go through the complete sources. So I heavily relied on EduTap, its courses. Though I was not a paid student, but I think I utilized the YouTube videos, the marathons and all to its core. That's what I would like to say for now.
So guys, a big round of applause for her. अगर आप लोग कुछ पूछना चाहें तो पूछ सकते हैं गर्विता से। मतलब एक यूनिक पार्ट इनकी जर्नी में रहा कि उन्होंने 1 मंथ पहले प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट की और शी क्लियर्ड इन हर फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट। तो ये काफ़ी यूनिक मतलब पार्ट था इनकी जर्नी का। तो अगर आप कुछ बताना चाहें, मतलब कैसे किया आपने, मतलब इतना डर नहीं लगा आपको कि 1 मंथ से स्टार्ट कर रही हैं?
Sir, I would be very honest. I think I was very desperate at that time. Like I didn't have any other option to go for, and since I think we have already talked about it that I had
Right.
quit my job for civil services, and then after 2 years, it felt like I am nowhere right now. So that's when that feeling kicked in. Then I think I was ready to put in as many hours as possible, and I think that only worked for me. Like there was no other option I could look forward to.
Right. Guys, if you want to ask something, so you can ask.
RBI interview was very good. There was a lot of hype around it that they grill you like anything or so. But for me, it was not at all like that. The board was very, very cordial and they made me very comfortable. And like half the time, they were also smiling and like we even exchanged laughters and all of that. So it was very chilled out sort of an experience. And also, it was not very much core into finance or anything. It was like I think 70% of it was more of an HR kind of an interview.
So how was it different from UPSC interview you also appeared for?
Yes. Very different, I would say. Like UPSC interview was there's some aura, some different sort of aura there in the UPSC interview, and like I remember I was very nervous just before the interview, UPSC interview. Here because the input output was also sort of good here. Like I was sort of confident कि ठीक है first attempt में I have at least reached till interview, and UPSC time there was a lot of baggage as well कि third attempt में तो prelims clear हुआ है, then I have reached there. So I think mentally also I was more chilled out in RBI interview, and UPSC interview was very balanced, I would say. That touched upon different aspects of my DAF and general questions as well. Here I would say it took a turn, and I mean it took a direction. RBI Grade B interview took a direction and questions revolved around that only. Like there was not much deviation. It was from my DAF only, and there were a lot of follow-up questions on the initial question, so it took a direction. जी yes yes yeah right right yes. So I remember that like on 1st of June is when I decided कि ठीक है, let's fill up this form and let's start studying for this exam. And 9th July was the phase 1, so I thought कि 30 days I'll give for phase 1, so like from 10th July I'll start phase 1, and 1st से 9th तक let me just see what all is there in phase 2. FM वाला part is what I started with. That too, उसमें भी management is what I started because I was already मतलब management felt a bit fresh of a course, so I was enjoying studying it. I referred to EduTap का ही course material and videos for that as well. Though I was not a paid student, but I somehow managed that. उसके बाद finance also felt a bit familiar. Like there was a bit of new syllabus as well. Ratios and all I was not at all. I did not know. But then in those 9 days I totally focused only on management वाला part. And उससे थोड़ा confidence भी आया. Like there was not much to deeply understand. Like conceptually it was all easy and good to go for me. The only thing was to remember. The only thing was to remember what is what. And then ESI, I don't think I have done anything differently for ESI than my like whatever I knew in UPSC apart from the current affairs. That is so ESI started even like after phase 1 only I started ESI.
सो गाइज और भी बहुत कुछ है इनकी जर्नी में, राइट? तो वो मेन सेशन ज़रूर देखिएगा आप, जहाँ पे हम सारी चीज़ें बहुत डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे इनकी जर्नी के बारे में. सो वंस अगेन कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस.
Thank you, sir.
Hi guys, so today we have with us rank 18 of RBI Grade B 2023 exam, Miss Garvita Chauhan. So Garvita, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
सो गाइज गर्विता ने ये एग्ज़ाम बहुत ही लो पॉइंट्स को फेस करते हुए क्लियर किया है, चाहे वो यूपीएससी में फाइनल सिलेक्शन हो, चाहे वो मेंटल हेल्थ चैलेंजेस हों या और भी कुछ. सो बहुत ही इंस्पायरिंग जर्नी रही है इनकी. आइए समझते हैं इनकी जर्नी के बारे में इन्हीं से. सो गर्विता, बीटेक किया आपने, देन आपने प्राइवेट सेक्टर में जॉब किया, वेल पेइंग जॉब थी, फिर आपने क्विट क्यों किया?
So basically for me it was a question of satisfaction. In my previous job I enjoyed it thoroughly in the beginning, but then as the time passed by I felt that this is not what I want to do all my life, and that's when that thing kicked in that maybe I want to go for UPSC, which was already there, but it had I had not done anything substantial for it by then. So after I still remember, I think in the beginning of 2019 is when I thought that I should maybe go for UPSC, and that's when I started my preparation along with the job. And finally in 2021 I had the courage to quit my job and give my all into the exam.
सो यू हैव लेफ्ट द जॉब, यू स्टार्टेड विद द यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन. इनिशियली 2 अटेम्प्ट्स में आपका प्री भी क्वालिफाई नहीं हुआ. सो एक फीलिंग तो आ ही जाती है कि मैं गिव अप करने वाली जो फीलिंग होती है वो तो आ ही जाती है. आपके मन में भी आई थी वो?
Not after the first attempt, because I knew that there are a lot of gaps from my side itself, and I had not cleared prelims by a very huge margin. But yes, the 2021 wala attempt, it was a very serious attempt, and even then I could not clear it. So it was a hit on the confidence, self-confidence for sure. But then I was quick enough to realize that the exam demands something else, and maybe I need to change my strategy. And I think that self-realization that helped me a lot, and that is what gave me the confidence to start all over again. And this time, like in the 2022 wala attempt, I was very sure like what mistakes to work upon, how to strategize such a big syllabus, and so on.
So Garvita, after leaving the job you have prepared almost for 2.5 years, right?
Yes.
So उस पूरी जर्नी में आपके फैमिली का सपोर्ट कैसा रहा?
They have been very, very supportive, and in fact my parents are the ones who actually convinced me that I can leave the job and give it a try, give it my all in. They have been very sensitive to this dream of mine, that they totally understand it, कि this is something she has always wanted to do, and I have felt the support throughout. Of course, there are a lot of ups and downs, but all in all, I think they are the pillars on which my whole journey stood so far.
सो गर्विता 2022 में यू अपीयर फॉर यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू और इंटरव्यू में अपीयर होने के बाद ऐसा लोग बोलने भी लगते हैं कि अब सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा एंड वी ऑल्सो हैव फीलिंग कि यार हो जाएगा मेरा, मैंने इंटरव्यू दिया है, बट सडनली फिर फाइनल रिजल्ट में आपका नाम नहीं रहता, राइट? तो फिर वहाँ पे वो मतलब कैसा मोमेंट था आपके लिए उस टाइम पर?
Like you said, I was also very sure, if not very, I mean, I had that gut feeling, if I can say so, that if not IAS, some service I'll get, I'll be in the list. That is what I felt, and I had done reasonably well in the mains, and the interview also went well. So it was a kind of a shock for me that my name is not there in the list, and it took me a while to get out of it, and the next prelims was just in 5 days. So I tried to give my all in whatever time was left, and I was obviously preparing before also. Unfortunately, I could not clear the prelims, but yeah, it was a bit of a shock, and I think I took my time to get over it and then see what next to do.
राइट एंड ऑल्सो देयर इज अ वेरी फेमस सेइंग कि यूपीएससी में एंटर होना इज़ वेरी इजी, बट वहाँ से निकलना इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट, राइट? एंड सिंस यू हैव अपीयर्ड फॉर द इंटरव्यू तो आपके लिए प्रोसेस और भी डिफिकल्ट हो गया होगा, तो उस प्रोसेस से आप कैसे निकल कर आरबीआई की प्रिपरेशन में आए?
So like when I quit my job, I had this thing very clear in my mind that I'll only give 2 attempts, and if I make it, I make it, else I'll go back to corporate or look for other options. This was very clear in the beginning only, because as you rightly pointed out, it is very easy to get into it, but very difficult to get out of it, because a lot of emotions are also attached to when you are preparing for an exam like this. But I think because I had this clarity that दो ही attempts देने हैं no matter what, so that helped me, and eventually I did not stick to it. I in fact appeared in the 2023 wala prelims, and that I did not clear. So maybe that was a wake up call for me कि maybe things aren't meant to be in a certain other manner, and I should give that also a fair chance. So that's when I decided that okay, let me look for other options. RBI was there, and a couple of other exams as well I failed. But yeah, I think God has been kind, because after a month or so, the Sports Authority of India, their notification came, and I got into that job through UPSC itself. Yeah, so all in all, yeah.
So Garvita, final selection ना होना, then after that, after 5 days prelims again 2023. Yeah, 2023, right?
Yes.
So 2023 prelims, उसके बाद after the exam you realized कि शायद clear नहीं होगा इस बार prelims, right?
While giving the exam itself, I realized
right, right.
नहीं
उसके
होगा।
बाद फिर suddenly फिर switch to the RBI, जहाँ पे सिर्फ 1 month बचा हुआ एग्जाम देने के लिए, right? तो फिर मतलब आपको डर नहीं लगा कि सिर्फ 1 month में how can I prepare for this exam?
Yeah, I'll be very honest. I mean, उस time पर the feeling was, I was sort of thankful कि इस एग्ज़ाम की लास्ट डेट अभी है भरने की. That was the only feeling I had कि चलो some option is there, and I had a friend guiding me कि हाँ भर दे, you will be able to do it, you have a background in UPSC, and I think that only helped. Like I said before, it was a do or die situation for me. I was very desperate at that time कि कुछ तो like something good I want to do, and I think फिर मेरे पास ना तो टाइम था ना ही बैंडविड्थ थी टू थिंक अबाउट ऑल द फियर्स एंड एवरीथिंग. आई जस्ट हैड टू डू इट एनी हाउ.
सो गाइस, जो लोग बोलते हैं कि 1 साल चाहिए प्रिपरेशन के लिए, सो हेयर यू कैन सी इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू कि लाइव एग्जाम्पल है जिन्होंने 1 जून से प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट की थी एंड एग्जाम वाज ऑन 9 जुलाई, राइट? तो वहाँ पे उन्होंने प्रिपरेशन करके इस एग्जाम को क्वालिफाई किया, एंड दैट टू विथ रैंक 18. सो दैट्स अ ग्रेट अचीवमेंट फॉर हर. बट मतलब वो प्रिपरेशन आपने की कैसे? मतलब एक बहुत डाउट होता है कि कैसे करेंगे, लोग इसी में उलझे रहते, करंट अफेयर्स कैसे पढ़ना है, पूरे साल परेशान करते हैं, हमारे पास कॉल आते रहते हैं कि सर करंट अफेयर्स कैसे करें, और आपने 1 जून को प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट की एंड यू क्लियर. सो हाउ डिड यू कवर द करंट अफेयर्स पार्ट?
Maybe because I had less time, that acted as a blessing in disguise, because I didn't have the time to wander off. Whatever a senior of mine, she guided me throughout, and whatever she told me, I just followed it कि without any questions. थोड़ा सा अपने हिसाब से देखा कि what would work for me, taking into account कि मेरी strengths और weaknesses क्या हैं, but otherwise I was not into that mood कि I'll first explore all the sources and then I'll decide for myself. I didn't have the liberty to do that. तो current affairs somebody told me कि 6 months का should be done and 4 months का तो should definitely be done. तो I just started in the reverse order कि जो ज़्यादा current है उससे like going back in the months and I was able to cover 6 months. I was able to cover 6 months and I did multiple revisions as well. But I think my sources were very limited. I was not running behind different magazines and stuff. So I think that basically helped.
And what about the static subject? Because if I talk about the time gap between phase 1 and phase 2, it was around 19 to 20 days, right?
Yes.
And you told that you started preparation from 9th of June for the phase 1 preparation, and
yes.
till the examination you have prepared for the phase 1 only. Then how did you cover the phase 2 component, the FME, SI, descriptive English?
Yes. So I just like on the 1st of June when I was like filling up the form and everything, I saw the syllabus. I got a printout of the syllabus and I just wanted to see what all is there. So English at the very first moment it felt doable. So I did not, it didn't bother me at all. Then ESI I saw there's a lot of overlap. Mostly like 90% of it is UPSC only.
Right.
So that also gave me some confidence. Then only this FM part was left, and management ka syllabus was very fresh or very new. Like I had never studied anything like that before, even in my engineering or even after that in UPSC as well. So that is what I started with. And UPSC, you have to do multiple revisions of the same syllabus again and again. So you sort of you get bored of it. So in that manner also, I think starting with management helped me a lot. मुझे थोड़ा I got to read about something fresh and it helped me. So I made it a point कि syllabus में जो भी keywords हैं, I just stick to those keywords and prepare accordingly from the course. I did not do anything more than what was written in the syllabus, and that is how I was able to cover only the management part in around 8 to 9 odd days.
ओके सो गाइज, जैसा कि आपको पता है कि सिलेबस वी ऑलवेज से इन अवर सेशंस कि यू हैव टू डू सिलेबस एंड यू हैव टू रेफर द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस वेरी केयरफुली, एंड दिस इज व्हाट गर्विता इज सेइंग कि उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से सिलेबस को कवर किया था, सारे कीवर्ड्स पर फोकस किया था और उसके बाद उन्होंने उन्हीं कीवर्ड्स पर स्टिक रहकर प्रिपरेशन की और 8 से 9 डेज में मैनेजमेंट शी कंप्लीटेड, राइट, जो कि बहुत बड़ी बात है नए सब्जेक्ट को 10 डेज में कंप्लीट करना. सो दैट वाज अ बिग चैलेंज, बट उन्होंने वही सिलेबस को रेफर करके वो चीज़ कवर की थी बहुत ही लिमिटेड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में. एंड गर्विता, वन थिंग ऑल्सो यू टोल्ड मी अबाउट दैट कि you are focusing on the subjective part, right? क्योंकि phase 2 is all about subjective, 200 out of 300, right?
True.
So it is all about subjective. So you focused on the subjective part and you cleared this exam. So what was it?
So basically, I'm usually comfortable with writing, and objective exam is what troubles me a lot. So this also gave me a lot of confidence कि 200 number, 300 में से 200 number is something I can write something. Even if I don't know, I'll be able to write something relevant. So that is what I focused on. Had it been all objective, maybe the results would have been quite different. Objective में मुझे बस ये था कि FM का objective is very straightforward if you see the previous year papers. So I thought कि ठीक है, FM objective is doable, all the subjective part is doable. Then comes ESI objective, and ESI objective में मुझे बस ये था कि कुछ बहुत ही गलत करके नहीं आना है कि like at least positive marks is what I was targeting. That is what I thought of, and even my scores reflect the same thing, the same strategy. I don't have a very good score in ESI objective and rest all are fine.
Right. So गर्विता, 2023 में आपका फाइनल सिलेक्शन यूपीएससी में नहीं हुआ, देन 2023 का प्रीलिम्स यू कुड नॉट क्वालिफाई, राइट? तो उसके बाद ये फीलिंग तो आई होगी गलती हो गई शायद, मतलब अगर नहीं क्विट करते प्राइवेट जॉब तो शायद कहीं और ग्रो कर गए होते आज, तो वो फीलिंग आई थी आपके मन में?
Yes, for a very slight duration of time, that feeling was definitely there. But then in those times one needs to ask themselves ki why they started, what was the core reason for it, and once if that is clear, then it becomes easier to jump back to what you actually started. So definitely that feeling was there, and I took my time, and I have been fortunate enough ki a lot of my friends, they also helped me through it, and somehow I was able to jump back and start the preparation for RBI.
सो गर्विता यू ऑलरेडी टोल्ड मी कि 2022 में यू क्लियर द फॉरेस्ट कट ऑफ ऑल्सो राइट, देन उसके बाद आप मेंस में अपियर नहीं हुए फॉर फॉरेस्ट, सो व्हाट वाज द रीज़न?
So in between my prelims and mains, I had a huge dip in my personal life, so if I can say so. I was not able to focus much on my studies, and I just wanted to get done with the exam. So somehow I pushed myself till UPSC CSC mains, but after that I could not. I just could not do it, and I thought ki if at all I push myself further, then it might impact me very negatively, my mental health and everything. So that was a conscious choice which I took, that okay, let's skip this one, and let me just focus on my emotional and my mental health at that moment.
एंड इस पूरी जर्नी में आपको मेंटल हेल्थ के रिगार्डिंग बहुत इश्यूज आए हैं, तो किस टाइप के इश्यूज थे और क्या क्या फेस किया आपने, कैन यू टेल मी?
I think I have always been in anxiety throughout this preparation, and it is not something unique to me. I think most of us go through it, but there is some hesitation to talk about it. Sadly, it is like that even now. There was a phase where I was not even able to sleep for days altogether, but then I tried to take some steps to rectify it. Like somebody had suggested me to write what you are feeling, so that journaling helped me a lot, and mostly the emotions revolved around UPSC and my personal life as well. So I think writing helped me a lot, and other than that, I used to do a lot of small exercises. Like I used to paint a lot during this time. I used to paint whatever I was feeling, and that also helped me ease out my emotions. It gave my emotions an avenue to be expressed. So I think that made me feel better at times.
राइट. एंड गर्विता, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट डिस्ट्रैक्शंस जो कि आज हम पॉकेट में लेकर ही घूम रहे हैं अपने साथ, तो व्हाट वाज द डिस्ट्रैक्शंस इन योर प्रिपरेशन, लाइक सोशल मीडिया, द प्लेटफॉर्म्स, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, सो आपकी जर्नी में था ऐसा कोई डिस्ट्रैक्शन?
All of these were a big distraction, and not to forget, Netflix was a big distraction. For that matter, all the OTT platforms was. I don't know, like because I had this feeling कि मैं इतना पढ़ रही हूँ, I deserve something. So I used to binge watch a lot of times, and but then I later rectified it into an incentive sort of a system. Like I thought कि ठीक है, अगर 3 घंटे पढ़ रही हूँ, then I can maybe watch 2 episodes or 1 episode, या फिर something of that sort. Then consciously I also used to choose such series जिनका episode duration is not more than half an hour, so that even if I want to watch it, तो एक episode के बाद तो I'll get back to study. So that is what sort of a system I devised for myself. And for social media, I deleted all the apps. Even then, that urge used to come कि हाँ देखते हैं, like let's just do it. So I used to open these. I used to open Instagram on web browser. So since the interface is not that good, so I never wanted to do it more than like 5 minutes or so. So I think that helped.
सो गाइज, आप भी इस तरीके से इंसेंटिव बेस्ड प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हैं, जहाँ पे अगर हम खुद को दूर नहीं रख पा रहे हैं सोशल मीडिया से, एंड जो हमारे ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है, नेटफ्लिक्स हो गया या हॉटस्टार हो गया, इनसे दूर नहीं रह पा रहे हैं, तो यू कैन सेट अ इंसेंटिव, यू कैन सेट अ टारगेट कि मैं 3 घंटे पढ़ूंगा, फिर मैं एक एपिसोड देखूंगा, राइट? तो ये बहुत हेल्प करेगा आपके लिए. एंड इफ़ आई टॉक अबाउट, आपने बताया कि आप पेंटिंग करते थे, राइट? तो हॉबी आपकी पेंटिंग करना है, तो आपने मेंशन किया था अपने डैफ में पेंटिंग के रिगार्डिंग.
Yes.
ओके, एंड क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था आपसे पेंटिंग?
There was just one question on painting, and sadly I could not answer it. The lady member asked me about a form of painting which I don't remember even now, and I just told her that sorry ma'am, I don't know the answer to this one.
ओके. सो गाइस, इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील अगर आप कुछ हॉबी मेंशन कर रहे हैं, उसका ऐसा नहीं कि आपको सब कुछ पता है उसके बारे में, राइट? तो अगर आपको आंसर नहीं आ रहा है, यू कैन सिंपली से कि आई डू नॉट नो द आंसर, ठीक है? तो उसमें कुछ ऐसा इशू नहीं कि आपके मार्क्स रिजेक्ट हो जाएंगे या आपको रिजेक्ट कर देंगे. इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल, ठीक है? आप गूगल नहीं हो, आपको सारी चीज़ें पता होना लाजमी नहीं है, ठीक है? बट स्टिल यू कैन मैनेज वहाँ पे,
I
ठीक
would
है?
like to add that it is a personality test at the end of the day. So they are trying to judge your personality, and specifically for a hobby, it is a hobby. You are not supposed to know everything about it. But at the same time, if a question is being asked from your profession, then you are expected to know. 90% of the cases you are expected to know. Even then you can say no, that you don't know the answer to a particular question, but it is expected of you to know about your profession, but not in the case of hobby. This is what I feel.
सो किस टाइप की पेंटिंग्स आप करते थे या करते हैं अभी भी?
I started with oil painting, and this is what I started in 4th year of my college. Lately, I've been doing a lot of watercolor painting as well, because it's easier to carry and it's a quicker thing. Mostly, I make sceneries, and
Okay.
yeah.
सो गाइज इन्होंने कुछ पिक्चर्स शेयर की हमारे साथ जो आप डेफिनेटली देख पाएंगे, सो दैट यू कैन सी कि किस टाइप की पेंटिंग करती थी गर्विता. एंड गर्विता, इफ़ आई टॉक अबाउट द अनसंग हीरोज, ठीक है, हर जर्नी में, हर सक्सेस में कुछ अनसंग हीरोज होते हैं, तो आपकी जर्नी में कौन था वो?
I think that would be my family and some close friends of mine.
ओके.
I have been very lucky that way, that I have a very good support system, and fortunately since COVID, few of my friends, they had not gone back to their offices, and that gave me the venue to meet them or hang out with them very often, and I think that helped me a lot.
और किस लेवल पे, मतलब, और आपके मतलब किस लेवल पे दे हेल्प्ड यू?
So I never felt judged is one thing, and I'm very close to a few of my friends, and I could talk to them about anything. And not just that, I mean, they actually helped me with the preparation. Like, I remember one of my friends, he actually wrote down my notes from the videos during UPSC mains, because like I mentioned before, I was not in that state to do it all. So this person actually transcribed the videos and made it easier for me to study them. So that in that way, I have been very fortunate to have friends like these.
सो दोस्ती हमेशा ख़राब नहीं होती है ना, अच्छी भी होती है.
No. It's mostly good. You need to choose your friends wisely, maybe.
एंड ऑल्सो गर्विता, इट इज सेड कि यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स को एक एज होता है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एनी एग्जामिनेशन, चाहे किसी भी एग्जाम की बात करें. सो डू यू फील सो कि आपको भी यहाँ पे कुछ एज था, आप मतलब प्रिविलेज थे, इफ़ यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द सिविल्स एंड देन यू मूव टू द आरबीआई प्रिपरेशन?
I have been asked this question multiple times, and I would honestly say कि yes, there is an edge, because as the exam is थोड़ा subjective वाले mode में जा रहा है, and definitely if you have appeared in mains, you have that you have that knack for writing. But at the same time, those who have not prepared for civil services, and if they are fresh aspirants for other exams, they should not feel discouraged because of that. Like, one needs to understand that this advantage that a UPSC aspirant is getting is also not a free gift. Like,
right.
we prepare for it, and there's a lot of baggage of not clearing it. So, and if I have to put it this way, if a person is preparing for RBI for 2 to 3 years, even they would have an edge over other candidates. So it works that way.
राइट. एंड आपके साथ वाले, जब बीइंग अ ह्यूमन, जब हमारे साथ वाले कुछ अच्छा कर रहे होते हैं, राइट, जब कभी हमसे नीचे वाले भी हमसे ऊपर निकल चुके होते हैं, तो ऐसी फीलिंग आ जाती है कि यार मैंने शायद मिस्टेक कर दिया, मैं भी कुछ और कर सकती थी. तो आपको भी ऐसा लगा था ड्यूरिंग द प्रिपरेशन?
Multiple times, I would not lie. Multiple times I had that feeling कि maybe I should not have quit the job, maybe I should have gone for masters, MS or anything of that sort. But then again, I would say कि what works is to have that clarity, like why did you enter in that journey. One must write it somewhere and go through it again and again, and if this reason is strong enough, you would not have that feeling for more than some time, like whatever works for you. Like for me, I used to get that feeling quite often, but I used to get back to studies maybe in a day or two.
एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द रोल ऑफ एडुटैप इन योर सक्सेस, तो वो क्या था रोल हमारा एडुटैप का?
So I would say that because I didn't have much time to explore, so EduTap was that one-stop destination, if I have to put it that way, where I just relied on just this one particular source, and I think that helped me in a way. I was not wandering off for sources, like I mentioned before, and that is how it helped me. I was a student of the test series for both prelims and for both phase 1 and phase 2, and I think that helped me. Apart from that, the marathons, the free marathons that there are on YouTube, that also helped me. That was my primary source for current affairs.
राइट एंड गर्विता, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द इंस्पिरेशन, इस पूरी जर्नी में आपकी इंस्पिरेशन क्या रही टू बिकम आरबीआई ग्रेड बी ऑफिसर? दो यू स्टार्टेड वेरी लेट, ठीक है, बट वो क्या मतलब क्या इंस्पिरेशन रही आपकी जर्नी में?
So I had this thing in mind कि my father is retiring next year. I had this thing in mind कि before he retires I have to be an officer before
Okay.
that. So I think that drove me to again, like after failing in UPSC, that drove me कि ठीक है, this one opportunity is there and I think I should make 100% use of it.
राइट एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द नोट्स, तो नोट्स बहुत सारे एस्पिरेंट्स सोचते हैं कि नोट्स बनाना है कि नहीं बनाना है, तो आपका क्या अप्रोच है इसके रिगार्डिंग?
I usually do not make notes
Okay.
in the very first go. I am that person कि book is my note. Particularly if I talk about RBI, I didn't have any books in case of RBI. So videos is what I was referring to, and I used to note down थोड़ा सा, like in 1 word or 2 words कि what particular concept is, like leadership है तो उसके अंदर if there is certain sort of leadership तो उसके आगे थोड़ा सा लिख दिया in my words, that sort of notes. And for current affairs also I did not make any notes. I was going through the videos only again and again and again. Last में जाके like just before maybe 5 days before the exam, 4 or 5 days before the exam, when I was doing the final revision, that time तब तक वो realization आ जाती है कि यार ये चीज़ 4 बार पढ़ चुके हैं, अभी भी याद नहीं हुई है, इसको तो लिख लेते हैं. Only that sort of notes I have. Other than that, I don't make पूरा syllabus का conceptual notes or anything like that. I don't do that.
And what was your reaction when you saw your name in the fine holy PDF released by RBI?
I was very relieved. I remember I was working in the para games in JLN, and that is when the list came out, and I was relieved. I was relieved that okay, now I have that other option as well, and I have achieved something is what I felt. Yeah, I mean that, and I think the first thing I did was to call my father and tell him about the results. He was very happy, the family was very happy, and that, I think their reaction made me even happier.
Right. So Garvita, would you like to share some tips for the future aspirants?
For the future aspirants, I would want to say that play on your own strengths and weaknesses. Don't go by anyone else's strategy because it doesn't work that way. You are a unique person, and what your strengths are would not be someone else's, and likewise. Other than that, focus on time management and strategizing the syllabus. Stick to the syllabus and don't go for sources, just go for multiple revisions is what I would say.
सो गाइज़, ये थी गर्विता जिन्होंने 1 मंथ की प्रिपरेशन में आरबीआई ग्रेड बी एग्जाम क्लियर किया है. 2 इन्होंने पहले सिविल्स की प्रिपरेशन की है जिससे इनको एडवांटेज मिला था, बट स्टिल इफ़ यू हैव डाउट कि कैन यू प्रिपेयर फॉर आरबीआई ग्रेड बी एग्जामिनेशन व्हेन यू हैव 1 ईयर टाइम, व्हेन यू हैव 9 months टाइम, 6 month टाइम, तो गाइज यू कैन डू. ठीक है, आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं प्रोवाइडेड यू आर वेरी स्टिक टू द सिलेबस एज शी टोल्ड, और आपको प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस रेफर करने हैं. सो एक प्रॉपर स्ट्रैटेजी के साथ आप प्रोसीड करेंगे तो यू विल डेफिनेटली क्लियर द एग्जामिनेशन. सो थैंक यू गर्विता वंस अगेन, एंड थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग योर वैल्यूएबल इनसाइट्स विथ अवर aspirants, and congratulations once again on behalf of Team EduTap.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for having me here.